EA Sports. It's in the game.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
What's up, Devastation Nation? February 22nd here. It's about, what, 3:15 here East Coast time. I'm a little short on my audio here on my desktop. I'll have to enable some menu music here so it's just not creepy silence. What is up? People just getting settled into chat. I gotta go to my settings. What a disaster. We gotta get some menu music up in this bitch. It is fucking quiet. Oh man, give me something here. Alright, at least we can proceed. Welcome to the fucking show, bitch. I'm your host, the Doctor, Dr. Ice Punch. I'm the New England owner in our league, and I am here to do nothing more than punch fucking ice. We are in week 5. It's our 28th season here in Dev Nation, and we are plotting away about halfway through our online CFM in Madden 19. That's the current game we're rocking. We got 32 dudes that all out. Apparently this whole thing is invisible. It's impressive. Picked up by the green screen there. We got 5 people in chat. I will get to your stuff. I'm covering the topics you guys want to talk about, so you let me know. First up apparently is the NFC East. That's what people want to hear. That's what I got for the first. Oh, for God's sakes, get off my messenger, man. I don't even know where my damn mouse is, but I've found it. Again, here we are up in week number 5. I'm probably going to switch over to the PC here because there's a lot more clips and shit that I can look at. We'll see how that goes. Like I say, we got, like I said, we got some kids in chat. 5 people online. So yeah, this is our online connected franchise. Here we go. Here's our schedule. Here's our stats. Where are we at? We're still in. Shit, wrong one. We're in week number 5. I have to switch over here to a different source. Bear with me. See if we can lead with this. Looks like, yeah, there we go. That's our league page. That's what you're working with. There we go. Yo, speaking of week 5, I mean, I got to go to the NFC East, but game tonight, I believe they're balling about 9 o'clock. Carolina versus Buffalo. This is a pretty big matchup. Carolina won our season 25 Super Bowl a couple seasons back. And Buffalo is definitely one of our best teams. I'm going to touch on Buffalo. They could be the best team in the league right now. I'll give you my take a little bit later on it, but I'm definitely going to be hitting up as many teams as I can, give you the rundown. But to get started here, again, we're in week 5. I'm going to give you a quick look at the standings by conference, just real quick, so you can see. If you can read that, Pittsburgh's 4-0, Oakland's 4-0, New England's 4-0, Buffalo's 3-0, Denver 3-1. The Jets are also 3-1, and the Ravens are Super Bowl champ from last season, 2-2. Notables of Kansas City of 2-2, and the Dolphins a weird 2-1 for them. Highlights from the NFC: Chicago 4-0, no shocker. Seattle 4-0, Carolina 4-0, Atlanta's 4-1. What the fuck? How is Atlanta 4-1? I didn't know that. I'm gonna definitely have to poke at that for part of the show. Holy shit. And we got Arizona 3-1. Man, they were real hot. Had a big QB injury. We'll have to see how they can deal without the QB loss. The Bucs are up at 3-1. So is San Francisco. We have a new owner in the league for that. So with that said, that's a quick rundown. We want to tackle the NFC East for whatever reason. We have Body Bag up in the house. He's our Denver owner. And there we go. We got 2. The Jets suck. Like the Knicks situation. Yo, the Jets 3-1. We'll have to keep an eye on the Jets. When looking at the different divisions, your NFC East here. Can I zoom in a little bit? Is that bigger? Is that better? Might be able to see the screen slightly better there. More maybe not. Too big. Listen, you got Cowboys are 2-2. The Redskins are 1-3. The Giants are 1-4, and Philly's 1-4. I don't even know Philly's 1-4. Philly had a game last night versus Atlanta. They're buddies. Blah 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 blah. And yo, what the hell goes on? I mean, besides destruction, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's not good. Not good at all. Somehow, Philadelphia ends up walking away with a victory. There's a controversial play at the end of the game. Jeez. What do we got going on here? Heads up. Moving some chat around here, if you will. Just in my chat settings, forgive me here. Welcome to the show, Punch Ice. Actually, I gotta go connect over on Discord here. Heads up. Which I did not do. We got somebody just join? What do we got? Or is that me? Whoever is joining, give me a second, you'll hear me. Alright, that's me. What do we have here in Body Bag? The NFC East has been snake bitten ever since disrespecting the Wild West. There's some beef out there apparently. So the Wild West, we have a group of dudes who are hanging out up in the West Division. They call themselves the Wild West. They have a tag on Discord. They kind of roll together. They're actually all playing pretty good besides the Chargers. Chiefs are 2-2. Broncos are 3-1. Raiders are 4-0. And apparently they have some beef with the guys from the East who are stinking it up. Yo, let me get some fucking clips up in this bitch. Let me get some clips. I don't know if this popped over in this new channel. We have subscriber chat where you can watch different clips. You know, I don't think anybody actually ever tweeted the play, the real one that we wanted to see. The one I want to see anyway. Here's a clip from the Philly game. Let me see. See what this one is. Is this it? Is this the fumble? Here's a clip from last night's affair. Nah, this ain't it. That's just a touchdown from earlier in the game. No, nobody want to see that trash. Whatever, no big deal. There's a clip out there, man. We should even just pull this up. Was this last night? I don't think anybody clipped the play. It was probably the biggest play of the game. We gotta pull this up. While we're at, again, Atlanta and Philly, the guys, they both know each other, play each other hard. This is getting down to the end of the game here. Blah, 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 blah. Philly here, down by 4, 3 minutes to go on the clock, and they are just, what, ticking away here, tick, tick, tick. This is kind of a... They're kind of driving. You're going to have a kind of a picture-in-picture view of this. Yo, where does this fucking turnover happen? Maybe just a little bit farther. .207 to go. This might be it right here. I got my clip meter ready. 2:07 to go in the fourth. Atlanta up by 4. Philly needs a touchdown, so it's 2nd and goal. And this, I think, is the play of the game here. Wentz is out, so the backup is in. He kind of rolls out, wide open there, and then gets right at the goal line. The ball pops out, and it's a fucking fumble, dude. Unbelievable. We gotta clip that. Man, this just makes me fucking sick, dude. I mean, not sick, like, whatever. But, man, if I'm Philly... There's the clip. That'll pop up, hopefully, in subscriber chat. And I think it actually might pop up right in our own chat right now here. Of course, I clipped that and then I didn't copy it, so I got issues. Yeah, so Omar did miss that play. He was watching and then boom. Is that gonna go pop up in chat? We'll see if it does in a minute. I'm watching. Again, we're live here, sorting through this shit. We just saw a nasty, nasty fucking heartbreaking event. Here it is. If no one is, let me copy this. Copy to the clipboard here, and then what will pop over. Ugh. That's the fumble that happened, and Philly had just kind of had a big play before that, so it looked like they might have been able to like get the W there, but they don't. And again, now you got everybody down in the East just stinking it up, man. The Giants look terrible when we see them play. Philly, man, it's weird because Philly, they'll start off and they'll look okay sometimes, and then other times it's like I have no idea what they're doing out there, man. I don't know. The Eagles here, we're gonna click on there. Let's check their stats right now. Stats aren't everything, but it'll at least give you a little basis of what we're looking at. Their offense, not great. 25th in the pass, 15th on the run. I think they're down a halfback. The defense is it's all right. Their defense is usually better than this, so they might be having some struggles. I don't know what's up with the D in Philly. Out to the guys in chat. Okay, you got a subplot here that a lot of these schedules are topsy-turvy. So what does that mean? Does that mean Philly's schedule's about to get easy? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's get a fucking look at what. So Eagle does start off tough, right? They got Carolina, they got the Cowboys, they beat the Chargers, and then these two are kind of, this is tough. This little stretch here, if you're gonna kind of take your schedule and you're looking at wins, you're trying to get to 10, 11 wins every year, you're gonna have to like piece it out, like where can you win, where can you lose. In this 2-game stretch, Philly versus Kansas City and Atlanta versus the Eagles, you gotta win one of these games, and they lose both. You can't afford to lose to the Chiefs and the Falcons. Coming up on the Redskins, Raiders, and Pack, they gotta win two out of 3 there. Oh, and here we go. They're gonna have the West versus the East. The Broncos gonna have the Eagles, and then you're gonna have a little bit of an NFC East rundown. Giants, Cowboys, and Redskins. The Cardinals have been hot. The Saints won 12 games last year. 1-3. They've taken some tough losses. The Giants 1-4. And to finish for Tampa Bay, man, I don't know. It does not look good. It doesn't look good for Philly early here. I don't know, man. A 1-4 start is not good. The only news here is that the rest of the division is terrible too. So, they're not down by too much. Again, Dallas at 500, 2-2. Let's see who they have to play still. Who's Dallas got besides Von Miller? Dallas lost to Atlanta too, man. Dallas just big game this last week actually. It's a couple real blockbuster games here. So it doesn't look like he's going to run away with anything, because look at this right here. He's got, a couple blockbuster games for Dallas. He had a huge game versus Chicago. They've played in the playoffs a couple times. Big games, and the Bears have really come out on top. And right there, it's kind of discouraging if you're a Dallas fan. Like, this isn't exactly like the real NFL. There's guys in this league that can win, that can't. It looks like the Cowboys can't get over the Chicago hump. That's what my takeaway was. This game it was last week, and Chicago ran up in his fucking grill, stopped his tosses, threw the ball around. Here's the stats here. Prescott had 4 ints. Elliott only 37 yards on the ground, and it wasn't even like Chicago was running in there with 35 guys in the box. They just literally knew what was going on. Trubisky 15 for 19, 182 and 2 TDs. Almost 100 yards rushing. If you're going to have a game man going 15 for 19, it sucks when your opponent's is that efficient. If they're like moving the football, if they're like having 6 yard, 7 yard completions all the time. Again, if I'm a Dallas fan, This hurts right here. I mean, I'm taking this loss pretty hard, regardless of what goes on the rest of the schedule. I mean, you can even scrap season 4. Fuck it. But if I was Dallas, yeah, you got to get out of your division, but you also got to figure out a way to beat the Bears somehow. You keep beating them in the playoffs. Seems like you're never. I mean, we got season 4, 5, and 6 on the way here in Devastation Nation. Yo, Dallas is gonna have to fucking do some retooling maybe in the offseason, maybe right now. Maybe change their game up, do something, because what they do does not work against Chicago. I mean, that's a tough loss right there. I thought a lot of people tuned in. We thought it was going to be a good game, and it just kind of fizzled out. Cowboys got the Raiders. The Raiders are 4-0. They've been slowly getting better every year. They were in the playoffs last year, made a good run at Pitt, who was a number 2 seed, I think. So, I mean, the Raiders are on the up and up. The Cowboys are 2-2. A loss there can hurt. The Cowboys have gone back and forth with the Panthers, but the Panthers have the Super Bowl in this Madden cycle, right? Madden 19. Season 25, 6, 27, 28. We still got 29 and 30 to go. But man, Carolina's kind of had their number 2. They've won the big games. In the playoffs anyway, they've got the Super Bowl. So, I mean, these are 2 tough games for them. Denver's 3-1. 12-win team here. Got the Seahawks, got the Bucks, then the Eagles. JJ's got whatever, 500. Couple easy games here, maybe in a row. 3-game stretch. Maybe Cowboys could win the last 4, but man, they got a tough middle of the season, dude. Really tough schedule there mid-season. That is not what you want to see. At least I don't think. Oof. What do we got here? What the fuck do we got here? Man, so Philly doesn't look good. Dallas doesn't look good. The Giants we know don't look good, and then Washington, they don't look good. Haven't looked good. They make some big passes here and there, but other than that, I don't know, man. You can't really hang your head on the Redskins either. But who knows? Look at all these teams. Philly's probably playing the best, I guess, even though they're 1-4, 17 and 18 right there. Ugh, I don't know, man. So where the hell are we going next? Give me what this got here. Heads up, I'm fucking hitting up the widget gallery here. High duration. What's that works, right? AFC East. Listen, if we're gonna get to the East, I'm gonna have to talk about myself, and I mean, we can definitely go there. Can you guys see these records? I mean, I'll bounce around. I mean, let me see here. Can you guys see these? Everyone see the records clearly? So in the AFC East, I mean, let's save the Patriots for last. The Dolphins are 2-1. Who have they lost to? I know they've lost to me. I've beaten the Dolphins. Got to check this schedule. I want to know who exactly they lost to. I want to check out their stats. Let's analyze the Dolphins a little bit. So they thump on the Chiefs. They lose to the Steelers and they lose to the Patriots. Now, the score of this game here in the Patriots, we'll come back to this, but I think you have a little concern here if you're a Miami fan too. I don't mean to take down some of these guys, but if I'm a Miami fan, I mean, again, Dr. Ice Punch on the radio here, so I gotta be somewhat. I gotta make tough choices here. I gotta favor or not favor certain teams. I gotta give you my honest opinion, and I can't just be pussyfooting around, rubbing everybody's dick, scratching everybody's ass. Maybe he picks up and improves. Maybe not, but I think we have seen the best from the Dolphins. And I'm not saying, I mean, I'm in the division, so you got to factor that in. I'm not saying that I'm about to win this division or anything like that. I'm not even saying I'm literally better than Miami, because Miami's had they've been to the Super Bowl. They've been to title games. I mean, they've had a good run here in Madden. Madden 19 so far, you know? But I don't know. I don't know if the Dolphins are going to get any better in this game. They came out the first 3 seasons. They run the football. They do the things. I mean, they have their roster. Unless the Dolphins learn how to throw the football, and I don't know if they're that good of a throwing team. I don't know where the Dolphins are going to go. I mean, they have good D. They're always going to have good D. They're always going to be there at the end of the year. But right now, right this second, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and the Patriots all look better than Miami. And not just like, I guess we'll have to see. I mean, Dolphins got a bye they had a bye last week. They play the Texans, so we won't learn anything from that game. But they play the Bills in week 6. It's a huge game to save their season. I mean, when we saw the Dolphins play the Steelers, they didn't look good. They got beat. The score of this Patriots game is 24-31, but that's a sim because the game crapped out at the end. But this was a beatdown. The Patriots controlled this game the entire way. I think the Dolphins only had 3 points. And again, if you're going to only score 3 points versus Pittsburgh, and you're only going to score... This was about the stats in the game. Hess had no passing yards. I mean, the plays that Miami run, they're so similar. There's no real mix-up. Ever since the Dolphins switched to the Patriots playbook, some of the things you see, man, the tosses, he doesn't run these plays well. I know he's got like levels and all that, a couple daggers, but there's not enough. That offense is not dynamic enough, and it's going to have to grow, or they're going to have to get a better run game. You know, good defense is always going to win you games for sure. Defense and running it, but they might. Man, Miami, there's a prediction right now. I don't know where Miami goes this year. I don't know if they make the playoffs or not just quite yet, but they're not going to make any noise in the playoffs. You can mark that down. This team is done. They're done this year. It's a really hard schedule, so you can't afford to start off slow. Big game against the Bills week 6. You know, their games versus the Bills are big because the Bills are they're going to control the division for sure. But man, I don't like Miami right now at all. And that takes us, we'll go Buffalo next. Buffalo. So, I mean, I don't like Buffalo. I don't like the owner of Buffalo. That's just, there's no secret about it. It is what it is. But this team right here, they've been, again, I have to be like kind of outlandish, and I have to like pick my battles, but I can't just completely make total shit up. The Buffalo Bills were probably the best team last season, and they lost actually they weren't the best team. They were probably the second best team. I thought Seattle was the best team. I picked Buffalo versus Seattle, and I thought Seattle would have beat Buffalo. That was my prediction. This season, it's early, so it's really hard to make predictions. But I would say if I talk about Buffalo, I have to talk about Seattle. And what I've seen out of Seattle this season, I know they're 4-0, but I've seen some shit. Whatever they're doing, I've seen a lot of like missed opportunities on Seattle in some of their games. I don't know what they're looking at when they're running some of these plays. I feel like Buffalo actually does read the field a little bit better than Seattle maybe in the passing game. This team's scoring 35 points a game. They're only giving up 11. And the weird part is I don't even think their pass defense is that good. I feel like I always throw the ball halfway decent. A new toy. Yeah, ooh, they got the big halfback. Is that the toy we're talking about? I'm looking at chat here. I'm looking at Twitch chat. Buffalo, I predicted Seattle to beat Buffalo last year. This year, if I had to make a prediction right now, I would take Buffalo to win it all. I think they were good enough to do it last year, but they just pooped their pants in a playoff game. They had a bad minute. You can't have a bad minute. It is what it is. I mean, you can like kind of have a bad possession, but you just can't give up fucking 2 touchdowns in like 30 seconds. You just can't do it. You can't throw a pick 6. And I'm not saying that Buffalo is a fucking choking team. I mean, we got a little, there's rumor out there that these guys haven't won anything since Jake's come in the league. Seattle. So, I mean, seeing a Buffalo-Seattle Super Bowl is something I would love to see. And then we'll see who can fucking muster it up in the big game. But, man, last year, Buffalo, they beat the Ravens in that game. They outplayed them. They're just as good as this year. They haven't turned back. They got, again, a new toy, supposedly. A new halfback. Somebody to, Chapman here? Is this the new dude running the ball? 83 spin, 80 juke, 87 agility, 91 truck. You know, and again, I haven't watched Buffalo this year yet, like real intense. I don't know if they're just trying to wear you down and then throw the ball and just frustrate you, but I think I do have, man, and my team is now geared towards speed. It's all speed based. I'm not sure how I'll handle this Chapman character. I'm not sure if he's going to run my team over, but you know, I think I have a strategy to play Buffalo. I don't think it's good enough to beat him yet, but I'm working on it. I haven't thought how to play Buffalo yet this season. I haven't really delved in it. But again, Buffalo, they're 3-0. They have a real hard schedule like everybody else in the East. The East has a really, really ridiculous schedule. But this team, man, they're probably looking at the number 2 seed in the conference. The only reason why they're not going to get the number 1 is probably Pittsburgh is going to get the number 1 seed. Pittsburgh, the North there, the AFC North has probably the easiest schedule in the league. They are going to those teams. They're only going to win. Baltimore and Pittsburgh are only going to lose a couple games. They're going to lose 2 or 3 games at most. 3 games for Baltimore, maybe 1 or 2 for Pittsburgh. But Buffalo has tough games. They have, again, the blockbuster tonight versus Carolina. I don't think I'm going to be able to get on to announce. I would love to. Guys, keep me up to date on when that game is going to go down. Like I say, I'd love to get on to see that one. Dude, these are all hard. Panthers, Dolphins. These are all Super Bowl caliber teams almost, but Miami's on the downslope. The Falcons, man, they're 4-1. Are the Falcons for real? I don't know, man. Maybe Rev is back to playing like Rev football. We'll have to look at the Falcons. I did not know they were 4-1. And I'm going to have to look at the stats, but I don't know if they passed the eye test. They looked a little iffy last night for Philly, but sometimes it doesn't matter. You just got to get your fucking wins. Between 9 and 10. All right. Ravens, a matchup. No love loss here from the Super Bowl or AFC title game last season. I think they're going to destroy the Titans. Back to Bills, Dolphins. The Jets are not for real. Then we have the Patriots. The Patriots going to be at the end of the season. Hopefully I can keep up the Patriots hot streak. We'll see what happens. You know, Buffalo's got a lot of great games on the schedule. It's kind of must-see TV when they're playing, and we'll see how they handle these teams. I imagine that they are going to really probably take most of these guys apart. You know, I got the big halfback, and in Buffalo, even if they lose, don't even get excited if this team loses, because they do get. The one thing Buffalo will do is they'll try new shit in games because they know how to run their money crap. So they'll try new shit, and sometimes they fuck up the new crap. They'll do that, and you'll be like, oh, I got a chance of winning. No, you don't. You don't have a chance. They're just fucking around. Wait till they turn it on. This team has the firepower to turn it on when they want to. So if you see them lose a couple games or stumble here or there, don't get excited. They're just trying to expand the repertoire. That's all they're doing. You know, don't get ahead of yourself. Week 17, we got our Oakland owner in the house. I see him hitting chat here. I'm just seeing the chat. What's up, gentlemen? What's going down? I might have to move this fucking window. This is driving me crazy. Give me a sec. I got a 2-second commercial break here. What else is going down? What's up, Travis? Welcome to the fucking show, bitch. The Raiders are 4-0. We're currently covering the AFC East right now. We covered the NFC East. We're on the AFC East. We haven't talked about the Jets yet. The Jets are 3-1. I give them props for being 3-1, and I see the big power back that they're running with. But this team, again, does not pass the eye test. I think the Jets are literally, they're going to still implode. They're giving up a lot of yards. They don't move the football, and they don't move the football because they're trying not to turn it over. I don't know if this team knows how to play football by being methodical and being a defensive team. We've not seen it. I've not seen it in previous Maddens. I don't think the Jets know how to play the way they're playing. We'll see. I don't think they have the discipline because we've seen them in their Carolina game when things got a little bit, when they didn't have the lead. They started throwing picks and they turned into their old self. So I don't. This 34-6 game right here, the Jets are going to have a tough time versus a lot of these teams. And again, when they're not winning, I don't know if they can play like Miami and grind it out, play good defense, and stink at passing. It's just not in their blood to sit back and take it. They beat the Colts 7-0. They beat the Texans by 7. They do beat the Jaguars, got it. But these 3 games, man, I mean, those 3 games to start, and then the blowout versus Carolina, that's probably the trend. They're probably going to lose a lot of games. There's a Carolina owner. If you are not familiar, Carson the Killer is our, like I say, our season 26 champ. Season 26. Nobody cares about the Jets. All right. The Jets are trash. They're going to lose a lot of games. I'll be done with them quickly. Boom, 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 boom. They're going to get worked by the Patriots. They're going to maybe beat the Bengals. You never know. But then Bills, Falcons, Bucks, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots end the season. That's rough. The Patriots, this team, they're much better this season. That 26-12 you see of right here, that stats, that margin of 14 that they're winning by, that actually probably should be larger than it is because, again, the Miami game is a sim. This Miami game is a sim for sure. We're loading the schedule. I mean, you can't take anything away from a Titan game, got it. But the problem with the Patriots, they have not looked good in pretty much the first 3 seasons. I mean, they've been like flashes of brilliance, but just can't keep it together. Can't be focused. Not getting it done on the field. Not playing this engine the right way at all. But yo, maybe it's a little time in the offseason, some little time on the sticks, and the Patriots looks like they're back. They beat the Patriots by a sound 17 points. Then they go destroy the Browns, which is what they're used to be able to do, is beat bad teams. It was a stranglehold versus Miami. Literally just steel clubbed them the entire game. Deshaun Watson he is revitalized. They're down without their big halfback, so they have to survive a couple weeks. I think they get them back for the Carolina game, which would be huge. But this Patriots team is totally revamped on the defensive line. They're looking, what we got here? We got some guys here in the defensive line. You got Flowers on the line, who's playing tackle and end. And then here's the number 10th pick in the draft. This kid's really playing well. Nothing to sneeze at here. Too bad he's normal development, but the rest of it's pretty decent. And he's just been getting a lot of sacks. And Derek Rivers is also playing on the line here, dude. This guy moved from linebacker to end, and he has just been an absolute terror out there. Again, a lot of speed and a lot of finesse moves in this and that. And then the D tackles, too. They have depth at D tackle with a superstar, and then Sheldon and Brown. And then the linebackers, although not great, the speed is much faster all across the board. So you guys with like 85, 87, 86, 85 speed, and they're serviceable. And like I say, they just look different. They look different. They beat on Miami pretty good. And then yesterday they played the Saints, although a 16-14 game. I mean, Watson is running the ball for 50 yards a game, throwing it for 250 yards a game. He's tough to stop. He's getting the ball out of his hands. He's almost unsackable. Without the dump-offs to Kamara here, I mean, the New Orleans Saints looked really rough last night. And again, they threw a couple picks. Could have been a few more. This game could have been actually a larger margin of victory. And even more impressive is that New England was losing at the end of the game, was able to actually muster up a drive. drop downfield, stay in the pocket, run when they had to. I mean, they just look totally different. The defense looks a little better. They're definitely playing much more better in a mental state. Question is, will New England make the playoffs? Man, they have 2 big wins already. You got Miami and New Orleans. You know, if they could beat Miami one more time, or if they can beat Buffalo once, I think Miami makes the playoffs. They have 3 games to play the Dolphins and Buffalo twice. They got to win one of those games, and I think you'd see the Patriots getting into the playoffs. Carolina Patriots, that's going to be a good one. Can't wait to play the Super Bowl champs. Normally I play the Omar very well. I haven't had a problem in a while, so I'm interested to see what I'm really working against. Like I say, it's you really gonna have to be smart. The Patriots are playing a lot smarter. Falcons they have on the schedule. That's gonna be a one for the ages. We've been back and forth. The Rev 23X. I've actually beaten Atlanta more often than not. It's just that one playoff victory sticks out in your mind there. And you may have gotten me a couple times in Madden 17 before we moved into Madden 18, but I have that playoff victory you had on me was tough on the goal line. That's where you're really remembering that victory. Atlanta should be a good game. Jets at the end of the season. I mean, the good thing for the Patriots, if they can somehow get to 6, 7, 8 wins maybe before, you know, can they get to 6, 7, 8 wins? They're 4-0 now. They got to win like 4 more games before week 16 because they can most likely beat the Colts and the Jets. You know, oh, and there's Texans in there too. Again, you're gonna have the Broncos. You're gonna have the Bucks. You got the Jags, the Bucks, and the Broncos. Those are the most easy targets. That gets them to 7 wins. I mean, the Patriots, like I say, they might be able to get to, like, say, 8, 9 wins. They might be able to make this playoffs. They got to beat Miami or Buffalo once more on the season. It won't be enough if they can't. Can they beat Buffalo? I don't know if they can beat Buffalo in week 12. Maybe week 16 or week 15 if the Patriots really get on their game and do their homework and get on the sticks. It's possible, but week 12 is going to be a long shot. It's coming quick, so we'll have to see. Gonna have to watch that. Again, this team passing, these stats probably should be more. They're running almost 100 yards a game. A lot of that is Watson. And then the defense, this number right here for passing is 10th with a sim loss or sim win of Miami throwing 300 plus yards. So the New England team has been very hard to throw on. It'll be interesting to see what Carolina and what Buffalo can do against this defense, because again, their passing defense looks usually one of the better ones in the league, maybe among the best passing defenses you'll see, and I think this is going to hurt their stats right here a lot. 309 yards going up against them on this fucking in the real game. This was like a 65-yard performance. This was horrible. So those are whacked. What, we got people running their mouth? Am I playing Denver? Week 11 I got Denver. Yo, week 11 versus Denver, since we got Body Bag on here right now. I'm going to fuck Frito up, and that's just that. Frito plays a wild game, and I mean, the Watson and the Dr. Ice Punch, they are students of the passing game. They are most likely going to tear Denver's defense up with the crazy blitz. Am I drunk at 3:57? I have to ask who Crosshairs is talking to, because I definitely want a beer. I'm gonna fuck up Denver, and that I mean, don't get that twisted. Frito runs a crazy defense, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to throw the football. I'm going to make quick passes. I don't know if my audio is glitchy or not. Do I sound good? Do I sound normal? I feel like I'm talking normal, but... Heads up. Oh, there you have it. We have some bets right now that Denver's taking it to the bank. They're going to intercept the Patriots 4 times. No way, man. I mean, like I say, I'm going to be tearing this team up. I'm going to tear up Denver. Mark that the fuck down. Where are we going next? We're checking Denver's numbers. Let's do it. Let's. Body Bag's a big supporter. He's always on chat. Let's get a look at Denver, what they're doing. What's up with this? Denver lower in the passing numbers. Listen, if Denver could switch to a more of a running attack and not throw so many picks, that would definitely be beneficial to their game. Their defense is a little wild, but they do grab a lot of like turnovers. They do grab a lot of like interceptions, and they say they'll be running around. They don't care about giving up a 30, 40-yard pass. They don't care about giving up big plays because they are out for one thing, blood. They're out for the kill shot. They're like a boxer looking for a knockout all the time. They are out there for turnovers, and I think they generate a fair amount of them, actually. So you have to keep your eyes peeled. Let's go to the team stats for 2 seconds. Let's see the team stats just so I can see what the fuck Denver does. Now Arizona, I don't know what the hell they're doing. We're gonna have to peer into. I mean, if I was in their division, I would be watching those games, checking out what the hell this team is doing, getting all these damn sacks and crap. Arizona, not getting a lot of picks, but they are bringing pressure. Where is Denver? Usually Denver's up here in these numbers, and I don't see them. Did I pass them? What the? What? Listen, if we're making a bet that he's picking me out 4 times, I'm totally in. What is this? Sacks. Here's the column. The Denver Broncos were among the best sack teams in Dev Nation, and they got 5 on the season. Frito, where are you at? I'll wait for chat. It's going to take us a couple seconds to get to you. I'm waiting. Call your ass in the channel right now. Get your ass on here. I want a damn explanation for what I'm looking at. What the fuck is this? They've grabbed 17 interceptions, though, so let's click that number. Okay. So Denver, not rushing the passer. They're playing a lot of max protects defenses, I'm guessing. And they got 17 interceptions, like the Bears grabbed 16. Here's the top interception. Look at the Patriots here. Number 6, look out. The Patriots looking pretty decent. Steelers, ooh, 20 sacks and 13 picks. Those are good numbers. Pittsburgh definitely knows how to bring the heat. That being said, you can throw the ball on Pittsburgh. I don't know where people get all crazy with these interceptions. So I picked on Denver. They got no sacks, but they do have interceptions. And I'm not going to lie. If the Broncos could keep their passing yardage down, the 17 interceptions is big. If they could play a little more coverage defense, run the ball, this team could take a big step in the right direction. I don't know if they can play that way. Interceptions, where's the Jags? Oh my goodness, I don't know if we can see. These are interceptions that your team got. For those of you viewing out on the radio here. Where are the Jaguars? I'm probably going to scroll down to the bottom. Their number 31. What is this? The Dolphins only have 1 interception this season. I'm sorry, we're kind of going all over the place. We were Alright, I'm going to need to get a refill here. Hey, I think we have a bit coming up on the stream. Where are these bits, man? Let's get some fucking drops. There we go. In the jar. Where the fuck is Max? The Miami Dolphins have 1 interception? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Alright. To Denver. What do we got? Can Denver beat Oakland? Can they get to win the division? It's possible. It's possible. Is it likely? Oakland's on the up and up. They look good at times, but we do see them play like a tier 2 team occasionally in the big contests. So, I mean, we're going to have to see some better game management out of Oakland. Yo, Broncos always get smoked by the Steelers. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Redskins. They beat the Browns. Yo, Baltimore is probably going to... We'll see there, man. Big game versus Baltimore. If Denver is for real, if they beat Baltimore... Ooh, we got to talk about Baltimore, too. Because this team, they're 2-2. The Super Bowl champs coming out a little bit. Dude, limping. Limping this season. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let me get in chat here. Giveaways. I know they're specified here by Dev Nation Live Prime, but for every 1,000 bits you cheer, you get 2 tickets in the drawing, plus last month's carryover. So if you see your tickets on the side here, new kind of thing to the stream. By the way, these numbers are a little off because Travis is 1990. His 5,500 bits are actually from last month, so he doesn't have 10 tickets. But the rest of you, those are accurate. Again, if you got 1,000 bits, you get 2 tickets. So Bugs right now has got 10. JJ's got 18. Bugs has got 20. JJ's got 18 or so. Sads has got 8. And again, there's carryover from last month, so I have those marked down there in our Discord channel. They need to be updated. Taking 2 seconds there. What do we got? Denver. Tough game versus the Ravens. Tough game versus the Cowboys. We'll see. Again, a lot of trash. These are both must see. If I see Denver booting playing versus Ravens, I want to see that game. I want to see this game versus the Cowboys. I want to see him play Kansas City. Going to beat the Texans. Going to have to beat the Eagles. Then we got the tough game versus the Patriots. Probably going to beat the Giants. Might beat the Bengals. Yo, Oakland comes at the end of the season. So we have Denver playing Oakland, Kansas City, and Oakland again in back-to-back-to-back weeks. That's going to be pretty fucking nice to look at. Pretty good to watch. And then if Denver needs a dub, they're probably going to get it week 17 to coast. Yo, the Denver games are basically the Oakland games are Denver season for sure. Frito, can you beat Oakland? I want an answer. Two seconds here. I am just filling the water bottle. I will be right back. Right back. Like a minute. Hold tight. I'm back. Okay, there you have it. I'm back. I'm looking at the responses. It looks like Denver says, fuck yeah, we can beat Oakland. He's confident. He says we got this. Yo, Frito was wound up today. I think he's talking to Travis there saying, we're talking about me and you, fuck the other shit. He doesn't even, he's just coming at him hard. Let's look at Oakland, I guess. Might as well look at Oakland. See what they're doing. Unless, Frito, you got one more to say, we can come back to you. If you want to keep going on and on. Oakland here. They've only given up 10 points a game. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't know Oakland was a good defensive team. I know they can throw it. We're going to the schedule. Hit them up. What do we got? Played the Browns. Beat the Ravens. What happened in this game? You want to talk about something to star? Something to highlight? Explain to me what happened in this game, Travis. Pick up your phone. Although you don't sub, so you're a bum. Subscribe to Dev Nation Live. Call in and explain to us how the hell you destroyed Al. 29-9. Does anybody know what Lamar Jackson threw 5 interceptions? First off, normally the Baltimore Ravens are literally totally a primary running team. That's all they do. They just run it. The throws don't come until like later in the game when you're just like so sick of getting thumped on. How did this happen? Carr was 6 for 11, 135 yards. And 71 yards rushing, I guess. There you go. Good. But what the heck? I mean, we've seen Lamar Jackson have bad games. If you can get them to throw it. He keeps Hines only 8 attempts for 29 yards. Looks like Carr had to sit out this game too. What the hell happened here? Damn. Wow. I guess we'll have to fucking... I mean, who do we have to look at here? Do we have to look at the defense? I didn't know Oakland was like some type of superior defensive juggernaut, but we'll have to see. They have the NFC East literally in a row here. Weeks 5, 7, 8, and 9. They skipped 6 with a bye. So they're going to play the whole NFC East. Could win every game. Could win every game of those. You don't know. Could beat the Chargers. Man, Oakland could have a real beast record, but, yo, star these on your calendar. Oakland versus the Steelers. This was a great wild card game last year. Or a great divisional round game, maybe? Was it divisional? I think it was in the divisional round that Oakland played the Steelers and lost in a real close game. Threw a pick 6 in the closing, like, kind of moments. Could have made it one more round if it wasn't for that. They're going to get to play the Steelers and the Bills. If you wanted to know where you stand in the playoffs, what better way to do it than to play Pittsburgh and Buffalo come the end of the season? I mean, whew, those are going to be fucking must-see, man. If Oakland can get to the playoffs, if they can get there, they will most likely see the Steelers or Buffalo at some point. So, if Oakland could beat one of those two teams, man, it might fucking shock Dev Nation, show the world what they can do. I mean, I would be up for those games if I was Oakland. I'd have my shit ready to go. Weeks 13, week 17 for Oakland, they're going to be fucking big. Blockbuster games. And we'll have to keep our eye on Oakland. Can they keep up this great defense? I kind of want to look at the stats a little bit, maybe the depth chart. What is giving us all this defensive firepower here? Overall, nothing jumps off to me like crazy. Bowser here. Kind of a linebacker and star dev, though. Only 26. How fast is Bowser? Yo, send me this guy. I like this. Give me that. Stamina, tackle. Pursuit, blah, 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 blah. Not bad. Good tackle there. Then the linebacking core, there's a whole slew of them. Darren Lee with the 84. And then the secondary is pretty good, man. We've got a few guys in the 80s, 81, 82, 80. And some safeties here in the 80s. 3, 4. Oh, yeah, a lot of... Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 safeties in the 80s. Just play that big nickel. Put those safeties in the field and try to play them like linebackers. I'm not ready to do that quite just yet, but that could be maybe a jump for season 5. Maybe a jump for season 6. A lot of fuck this guy. This dude. 22 years old, 84 overall. A little bit slow, but 87 zone. Jeez. 1 year pro. Again, just checking out Denver. They have some good defensive numbers this season. We'll see if they can keep these numbers down. Again, they got big division games versus Denver, and then they got a couple monster games end of the year versus Pittsburgh and Buffalo. We'll keep our eye. Who they play this week? Cowboys week 5. This right here is a good game itself. When is this going down? Let me know when Oakland, Dallas is going down. I need to fucking be on this shit. Definitely need to check that out. I'm waiting for the response. It'll come. It'll come. He'll hear it. Yo, Eagles, Philly 2. Gonna want to watch that. Okay, where do we go from here? Tonight at 6:30, so there you have it. We got Oakland versus Dallas at 6:30 tonight. This is the week 5 schedule. Scroll through this. Again, we started the program off with Eagles, Falcons. Yo, the Lions came out betting huge. They were gonna win 13 games, go to the playoffs, win the division. They have to sub for a year if they don't. That was the bet. It's in fucking giveaways, I think. Bit betting. It's somewhere in the channel. I got it marked down. I got the screenshot. Lions stinking it up, but they're a good sport about it, so get them props. Man, we probably have to look at the Lions. I just want to see the stats. I haven't looked at the stats. I want to look at them. They have I think they've lost a couple games big, and they've lost a couple close ones. Oh, they're fun to watch, so I will say that the Lions are fun to watch just because they're so fucking wound up. Niners, Packers, don't know when that's going down, but we'll see what goes on there. Bengals, Browns, Sadler's always good to watch. Cincinnati's entertaining. Cardinals, Rams, kind of a big game here because I think Cardinals have been snubbed out of the playoffs the last few seasons, and the Rams have made the playoffs basically almost every single season. And I mean, the Cardinals win, they go 4-1. The Rams will be 1-3. Kind of helps the Cardinals case out for making the playoffs. Again, I think they have to contend with Seattle being in their division there, so it's tough. Colts, Titans. I don't think anybody in the AFC South has more than one victory. So we'll have to let's just go look at the South for 2 seconds. And then I'll come back to the schedule. I'll get back. I want to go through the week 5 games real quick. The AFC South is just impressive. We have the Titans, the Colts, the Jags, and the Texans. They are a combined 2-14. The Titans are averaging 9 points for 21 against. The Colts are averaging 9 points for 19 against. The Jags are averaging 6 points for 33 against. And the Texans are averaging 12 and 29. I want to get out a calculator. What in God's name is that? So, I got to do some math here. They're giving up 102 points between all of them. And they're averaging... There's the wave. So points for the whole division is... Yo, I am a math major, and I just, you know what? I didn't want to be carrying the one, fucking it up. I needed an accurate number for sure. That is bad. There's the AFC South. Oh my goodness. Oh, and we have a... Oh, we have a... What are you doing?
We're ready for you to get off.
Listen, I got a little more to take care of.
How much longer?
I don't know.
We got things to do. We wanted to do things with you.
We got the boss in the house. Be careful, you can't ever spill water.
Yeah.
But yeah, I drink out of it. This is on, by the way. You gotta be careful. What are you doing? You big head girl. What are you doing? Playing? What, do you want to go somewhere? Or?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to go to Wegman. Like, well, we're gonna go out. We might as well go to Wegmans together.
Oh, I'm not going to Wegmans with you. No, that ain't happening. Yeah, I'll go with you, but I'm not going with Mom.
I'll go with you.
No, you told me last time you hated going with me.
I do, but
you should go now.
I'm trying to appreciate going with you and spending time with you.
I'm getting pepperoni and I'm getting chips. Now how you feel about going?
Now.
We'll go in like a half hour.
No, come on.
Let her bounce around a little. Let her get some exercise.
I don't want to bounce.
Welcome to the fucking show, bitch. Dev Nation Live here, season 28. We're going through our stats. We're checking our shit out. It's a fucking weekly radio show with Dr. Ice Punch here. You can check us out. Where are we? Where's our Twitter page? We're on Twitter. Check our crap out. You know the golf's on too. Here's where we're at. Here's the I wanted just a big picture. Here's what you got going on. We're on Friday afternoons, Saturday afternoons, kind of every week. This is where you got to fucking check our shit out. Again, I'm the New England owner here in the league. We're in season 28. We're balling out. It's kind of our fourth year in the Madden 19 franchise. That being said, my real life, my wife, she tells me that she hates grocery shopping with me. And I'm like a pretty pleasant person. It's not like she hates shopping with me because I buy unhealthy food. She's a big health nut and she doesn't like to spend money either. So I just buy dumb, stupid shit at the grocery store. I mean, it's like Wegmans. It's like a candy store for a fucking fat kid. And you don't need to be fat to have obesity, right? You don't need to have that disease. I'm there. I'm grabbing ingredients. I'm grabbing fucking chips, popcorn, candy. I'm grabbing some good deli meat. Listen. I'm ready to cook on Saturdays. I'm ready to get it done. And she told me last week that she hates shopping with me. All of a sudden, coming up in my show, blowing my crap up, saying we gotta go grocery shopping. I'm like, yo, you just told me how much you hated shopping with me last week. All she does is yell at me. Like I'm about to go shopping? No. She can go shopping by herself. That's nonsense. Yeah, and I actually like shopping too. Grocery shopping, that is. Total bullshit. Let me know if you fucking understand what I'm talking about. Anybody like to cook? And does anybody get beat on by their women for going grocery shopping? I'm getting chips today. I don't know what time, but I'm getting something. Back to the schedule. Week 5 going down tonight. Cardinals, Rams, big game for the playoffs for those guys. You got to watch it. Colts, Titans, it's must see, man. We all want to know who wins the South. These guys are all awful, but dude, I don't know who's going to win that game. Everybody always says the Colts are like favored, but I don't know. My boy, shout out to KG Fan 3, the Titans owner. Fucking always rooting for him hard. He's 1-3. He's not that good, but Madden's a weird game. Yeah, right. I should tell her what's up, Al. That's for sure. R239, our Super Bowl champ from season 27, the Baltimore Ravens. Welcome to the fucking show. He's been in a chat. Team Titans, there we go. The Rev. Man, I have to fucking... I gotta work with AJ. I gotta get him straightened out. I gotta start watching his games and giving him some pointers. I mean, a lot of times you can tell people what to do. It's a lot easier to coach. Like, I can't do them, but I know what you have to do. Yo, their offense is bad. Their offense is bad, dude. And then their defense is not great either. Who is this? Free safety. Man, I gotta work with the Titans. They just, you know what, they're just not on the up and up. I don't think they play enough Madden. He plays a lot of other video games. He's a very diverse gamer, so we'll have to see. But again, you gotta watch that game. Dolphins, Texans, we don't care about. Panthers, Bills could be game of the week. I don't know how it's not. Tonight, 9, 10 o'clock-ish, prime time on Friday night. It's worth tuning in for that one. If somehow my wife blacked out, I would come up and announce this game. If it goes down at like 10:30, a little after 10, I mean, that's probably the best time for me to get on if Carolina or Buffalo is out there. Oakland versus Cowboys, 6:30-ish. That's must watch. Saints Jets is not. If the Jets were to win this game, the Saints should jump off a cliff. Seahawks Jags. I'm not gonna lie. The Seahawks Jags game, that could be 140-0. Seahawks were undefeated in season 24. Season 24, undefeated, won every game, won the Super Bowl. They were 15-1 last year. They were my pick to win it all for season 27, and they came up short. Jaguars is a new owner in the league. Crosshairs, he's out in chat there, getting it done. 1984. I wonder when he was born. Very creative. Very, very creative name or Twitch handle. So we got a topic as we finish up the rest of the games. The bottom 3 games, they are most likely going to be blowouts. Chicago's going to take the Vikings apart. Steelers are going to beat the Chiefs. And again, Seattle's going to just, I mean, you might want to hide your kids because that Seattle game could get weird. Can we kick the Cleveland owner? Can we kick the New York Jet owner? Man, I definitely don't want to kick these guys. I know Frito has been on the kick out of the bandwagon. I mean, he's been all over them. Thomas has been pretty good. He kept a low profile. He hasn't been a problem for anybody. He's been pretty good with the rules. Got the one little hiccup there at the end of last season with the wide receiver and running up like 20 receptions for 400 yards or something stupid. But Tom's done pretty good. I think both guys are they're dating chicks. One dude's engaged. They're learning what it's like to fucking have a woman in their life and play Madden. It's not easy. It's a factor. It's a factor. You can't kick Tom. He's been good. Billig. People have said they have a little trouble scheduling with Billig. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. We've been keeping an eye on Billig, but you can't kick these guys. Plus, when they're in on chat, when they're all mangled up, they're fucking fun. Not everybody can perform and behave like a robot, like a well-behaved robot. We gotta have a little fucking drama, some stuff. You should show up to your games. You can't be no-showing. That is not good. Bring back Miguel. Listen, Miguel's never playing in Dev Nation again. That's just a fact. The dude's had a fair amount of chances. He's shot. He ain't coming back. They ain't happening. If we brought back Ricardo, I'm not sure what that would mean. I think Ricky's on to bigger and better things. We had a famous owner in the league for a long time. He's on the booty shaking now. He's filming bitches. I don't think he even wants to deal with what this is. He's on to much bigger and better things. Killing it. What do we got? Standings. We got anybody else we want to talk about? What did I miss? Talked about Buffalo. I said Buffalo's on the up. What we got? Buffalo's on the up and up. Buffalo's on the up and up. The Dolphins are on the down. The Jets are on the down. The New England's on the up. Denver's looking pretty good. Chargers kind of in the bottom of the barrel. Chiefs in the middle there. We'll see what they can do. Oakland, we're high on Oakland. Cincinnati, what in God's name is going on in Cincinnati? We got to talk about the North, I guess. We haven't talked about the North really too much. We got both Norths to talk about. We actually have the South too. Atlanta, Carolina. Man, the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, I think their last game, what was it? What was going on? They're number one in offense. It says they're number one in defense, too. This team was destroying it, looked like the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 4-0 now. Lost 7-10. I don't know how many interceptions they threw, but 46-39 Bears. The Bengals lost to the Lions? Oh my God. Big Tyler, bring Tyler back. Yo, this game, Mahomes, 230, 5 picks at the worst time ever and only loses this game by 3. This, I don't know if Cincinnati can make the playoffs or not, being 1-3 now, but yo, this could have got them back on track. And yo, 5 interceptions. How many interceptions has Mahomes thrown? Again, they are number one in the league in terms of passing yardage, but the 2021 season, through 4 games, he hasn't played his 5th game yet. He's got 3 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. And what's crazy is that he's throwing it at a 67% rate, 10 yards of completion. But man, when this guy throws picks, they come in bunches, dude. The rating of 70 just looks a little bit rough, man. The Bengals, you got to listen. You got to give them credit though. When the Bengals are on, they are going to ball out and they are not going to stop. So you got to give them credit for that. You know what? I don't think that Madden's even smart enough to know that. It's like all they care about is touchdown and yards. So I think Mahomes is going to be just fine. It makes no sense. Fuck the Bengals. All right, we've had enough of the Bengals. I don't think Mahomes is going anywhere. His numbers are probably going to be great. He's going to stay superstar, but he's going to throw for a lot of yards. Doesn't even matter. That makes no sense. They don't care about quarterback rating or nothing that. Garbage roster, garbage owner. Yikes. What's the team like? Sads makes a lot of weird trades for sure. I should probably trade with Sads. Who on here? Who do I want on here? Carl Lawson, 91 overall. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking hit this guy up. And I can move Rivers to linebacker. Yeah, this looks like that has to happen. I like that. I see a couple good guys on here. Got a linebacker, 84 too. Blah 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 blah. I definitely like that. What is we got a William Jackson here? 93 speed, 93 excel. Listen, there's a couple guys on here. You don't need like amazing players to get wins. You have a couple, you know, you do all right, or just kind of have like a steady flow of mediocre dudes. These are not terrible. But damn, man, those interceptions, they're just gonna kill you. You're gonna burn. Okay, what? We talked about Pittsburgh enough. Pittsburgh's gonna win fucking what, 12, 15 games. Their schedule's easy. What is going on with the Ravens? They had that crazy loss to Oakland. And their stats are great too. They're still number 1 in rushing, still like number 1 and 2 in defense. Lost to Pittsburgh, lost to Oakland. Yo, we'll see what goes on here. They're gonna have the Week 8 Buffalo Bills rematch. And other than in a Week 16 match with the fucking Bears, those are 2 big games. Other than that, we got the Week 12 with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got 3 tough games. The rest are pretty simple. But those 3 other ones are pretty big. Those could be Super Bowl matchups. Bills Ravens, man. Gotta see how that goes down. Again, that could be a preview of the AFC title game again for sure. I don't think we're going to see Miami there. Definitely likely we could see Pittsburgh or Baltimore. To the north, it's all Chicago all the time. And in the south, what's going on in the south? Can I not go there? Let's look at Atlanta. It's been the whole telecast. They're online. They're in the chat. Kind of quiet, but what is Atlanta doing? They have the number 6 offense in the league in terms of yards. 9 passing at 157. That seems fucking wrong. Rushing is a 116, and the defense here is playing. I don't understand data leagues at all. I do not get these. I think the overalls in data leagues are fucking wrong. What's up with Atlanta's defense? Are they good or are they bad? No, I'm the thing is that these are right, the individual ones, but the overalls I think are wrong. That's the problem. We got to check the schedule. Look at these fucking bums. These amazing ass players. Good grief. Beat the Cowboys by 3. Beat the Redskins by 10. Lost to the Bucks. Beat the Cardinals. We saw that game. Then they beat the Eagles. These have all been kind of ugly but close. But listen, that's how you got to win. That's how you got to get it done. Let's look at the fucking team stats. Tyrod Taylor thrown in at 56%. He's only got 8 picks, which isn't horrific. Vickers, the trade from what? Jacksonville? He's come over here. Looks like he's playing pretty well. 88, 90, 92 carry, 89 truck. It's a pretty good fucking sign right there. Dude, I need a halfback that can stay in the fucking field. Get at me if you want to give me a halfback, for God's sakes. Julio, 43 yards of reception. How does this happen? You gotta be kidding me. What goes on with Atlanta? Listen, Atlanta here off to a great start, but they got the Bucks, the Bills, the Panthers, the Saints, the Dolphins, the Patriots. And it lightens up a bit there. Well, no, it doesn't. They got Carolina at the end, man. The Falcons have a tough schedule. So, listen, they needed a good start, and it looks like they got what they needed, but they're going to have to keep winning games, man. They have to keep the pedal down. They're going to have to keep the pedal down, and those gritty wins, that's what you got to do. You got to have the mental toughness to take a field goal, not throw a pick, get that turnover when you need it, not break, not send that awful zone or bad blitz or audible too much and get stuck on the defensive line. You know, you got to stay focused. There's no room for error here. Panthers are 4-0. Falcons are 4-1. That's going to be a fucking tough ass ride to the finish there. Gonna check the conference records real quick. Pittsburgh, Oakland, New England. I like Buffalo a lot. Look at the fucking spread, 35-11. New England is playing well. Got 2 big wins, but are they the best team up here? Absolutely not. Not enough fucking evidence. Pittsburgh looking good, even though they're not scoring a lot, and I don't like what I see out of Mariota, but this is all the Buffalo Bills show at this point up here. Miami just soul searching. Down to the NFC, Chicago and Seattle look good as per usual. Carolina scoring 31 points. And then Arizona kind of out of nowhere playing well too. Tampa Bay might be on the up and up. Man, there's a lot going on down in the NFC. It's wild. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hot on Seattle. I'm not hot on Seattle. I'm not hot on Seattle. I'm pulling this team up right now. What do we got here for schedules? Beat the Rams, beat the Lions, beat the Saints, beat the Packers. Who cares? The Seahawks, pretty much, what, they're going to play the Cowboys in Week 10? Okay, whatever. Week 13, literally, I think the Seahawks might have the easiest schedule in the league. It's even more easy than Pittsburgh's schedule. This is some fucking cake-ass shit. We won't know anything about Seattle until the playoffs. Week 13 versus the Bears, they've kind of had their number the last couple times they've played. But, dude, I don't know. Seattle could go undefeated this season. It might mean nothing because this schedule is so cake. And I'll tell you what, when I've seen them play, I've seen some weird shit out there. I've seen some fucking weird crap. This Rams game, I think, was real goofy. They could have lost that game, literally. And then the Rams let Seattle score like 30 points in the last like 34 seconds of the game, which makes no sense. Lions and Madden players 1-4. Claimed he was going to win 13 games. Might win 3. We'll see. How many games is Detroit going to win this season? Let's look at their schedule. I clicked Green Bay. My bad. Detroit, they throw the ball a lot, apparently. They don't run it. And they are awful versus the pass. I don't even know what type of defense they run. I don't even pay attention. They beat the Bengals, and that's it. Yo, got fucked up by the Rams. They even lost to the Vikings. Beat by the Giants. I guess it's a must-see. Vikings-Lions again, the rematch. Why not? Yeah, the Cardinals ain't going to win that game. Might beat the Browns. So they could win what? There's 2 games they could win. They ain't beating the Steelers. Probably ain't beating the Packers. Not beating the Bears. Not beating the... Nope. Oh, they got fucking Baltimore too. This team, what, they got their one? They're not going to win 5 games. Mark that down. They're not going to win 5 games this season. Hell no. Absolutely not. Jeez. Okay. I miss anybody? I think we're pretty much good to go here. Week 5. Again, underway. Big games today. Oakland and Dallas at 6:30. Carolina, Buffalo. Great game at 9, 10 o'clock-ish, whatever. Let me know what's up. Get at me. We're on Twitch, Discord, all that crap. The doctor is about to sign off here. Up in the AFC, again, to recap, I like Buffalo right now. Pittsburgh's got an easy schedule. I'm keeping my eye on Baltimore. Got to see what they do. And then we all want to watch, I think Oakland and New England, everyone's might have their eye on those teams. How for real are they? We'll see. We'll see as the season goes on. But down in the NFC, a little bit more mixed up. Chicago, Seattle, Carolina, Atlanta. Dude, Arizona, Tampa, even San Francisco. These are all pretty good teams, man. We're going to have to see. We'll get, like I say, a blockbuster matchup tonight. Somebody's going to lose, Buffalo versus Carolina. Let me know what you think. The doctor here, about to sign myself off. Again, I'll tell you what. Depending upon what goes on tonight, I'll see if I can get on, and then I might even do another show tomorrow. Fucking cover what goes on to tonight. Blah, 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 blah. We advance to week number 6 on Sunday at 8 p.m. So you got a whole weekend of Dev Nation. I'm going to go watch some golf. Might go grocery shopping, I guess. Although Friday at 4:45 to go grocery shopping sounds like maybe the worst idea I've ever heard of. Woof. Alright. With that, we're out. We'll be on Discord the rest of the day. And then obviously when games are on, we're over here in the Twitch chat lobby. Still a few days left. 8 days to go. 6 days to go for the 4K TV giveaway. We're going to draw names out of a hat and send away a giant 4K high def television to some lucky motherfucker. So you want to get on that. Again, we're done here. You know, I probably should have fucking explained our bit betting change. So we have a change to bit betting where if you lose a bet, you do not have to pay with bits. Like if you make a 500 bit bet and you lose, bits they can be expensive if you buy them, but whatever, some people get them for free. If you don't want to pay the cost of 500 in bits, you can just donate the $5, but it's for every $5 you have to toss in an extra. There's a fee for the house. So you lose, if you bet 1,000 bits, you lose, you can drop 1,000 bits, or you can pay $12. Right? Following along? And you call that we've lost our mouse here, and that's the vig. All right, so every it's 20%. Every $5 gets you $1. Boom, you got it. So like I say, if you do not have to pay with bits if you lose a bet anymore. However, your donations that you may lose, the monthly leader in donations will get a free ticket towards the giveaway. All other donations will not be subject to the leaderboard. Oh yeah, we'll have to make that bet official. Hey, we're ready to party. Hi, you. That's got to be it. Listen, I'm getting that free dog. Get at him in Discord. We'll mark that fucking down. Yeah. Listen, there's no way he's picking me off 4 times, dude. I ain't throwing 4 picks my whole life. I'm not throwing 4 picks this season. I mean, that's getting a little crazy, but what are you doing? We're out here. The doctor is done. Welcome to the show, bitch. I punch ice. The outro is coming up. We know everybody loves that. Probably the best part of the entire fucking stream. Follow, subscribe, get at me. Where's our Discord link? Somebody type that in chat. We're done here. Have a good rest of the fucking Friday. Again, big games on tonight. Tune in. You'll get notified when they go live. We out!